So, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, classmates and ma'am. Kung ano pong oras niyo ito pinapanood. Kaya binati ko po kayo sa tatlong time ng inyong panonood. Morning, afternoon, or evening. So, ngayon pong araw na ito, pag-uusapan po natin about sa labeling test or labeling test questions. Familiar naman tayo sa labeling test. Alam naman natin kung ano labeling test. Pero, alamin natin kung ano talaga ang definition ng labeling test or labeling test question. So first, alamin natin ang kanyang definition. Ang definition ng labeling test is typically refers to a psychological or educational assessment method where individuals are required to identify or assign labels to specific stimuli, such as images, words, or concepts. It's often used to assess cognitive abilities, language comprehension, or categorize skills. So yun, nalaman na natin ang definition ng isang labeling test is a labeling test that labels images, words, or concepts. Yun lang. So, dako naman tayo sa formats. Labeling test has 7 formats, I think. Pero, pagkaaralan natin yan. So, these one are the formats. First is the instructions. Alam naman natin na lahat ng questions or tests ay kailangan talaga ng instructions. Paano mo gagawin ng isang test or paano ka gagawa ng exam or test kung walang instruction, di ba? Paano mo papasagot sa estudyante mo yun? So, kailangan talaga ng instruction. Ano nga ba ang instruction dito sa labeling test? Instructions dapat ay clear. Instructions are provided at the beginning of the test. Lagi na sa beginning of the test yan. Bago tayo magsisimula ng mga number natin, kailangan natin munang basahin ang instructions. Kailangan nasa una lagi ang instruction. Hindi sa uli, hindi sa gitna, nasa una. And this instruction explain what is expected of the test taker. Yun nga. Susunod yung items, kung ilang items ba ang nakalagay sa questionnaire mo, ilang items ba yun, o ito ang meaning ng items. Each item consists of stimulus. Example are sentence, image, or passage that requires labeling, and a set of options or categories to choose from. Yun. And then, susunod is the response format. So next, the response format. Response format, test takers are required to select the correct label or category that best describes or applies to the stimuli or stimulus. Then, the scoring. Responses are scored based on whether they correctly match the intended label or category for each stimulus. And then last or third to the last is the feedback. Feedback. In some cases, immediate feedback may be provided to the test taker after each response, indicating whether the answers were correct or incorrect. Example ng response ay, yun nga, indicate natin kung wrong ba yung sagot ng isang estudyante or tama by correcting or making a check mark or indicating the correct answer. So the second to that is the completion. The test continues until all items have been presented and responded to. And then the last one is the evaluation. After completing the test, the responses are typically evaluated to determine the test taker's level of proficiency or understanding in the area being assessed. So that is the format of labeling test. Let's review. The first one is the instruction. The second one is the items. Third one, response format. Fourth one is the scoring. Fifth one is the feedback. And sixth one is the completion. And the last one is the evaluation. So let's move on to the advantages and disadvantages of the test of labeling test question.
So let's move on naman sa advantages of labeling test. So first is the objective assessment. Labeling tests provide evaluation of a test taker's knowledge and comprehension of material as the correct answer is predetermined. So example is the computer parts. So we all know that all students have the ability to recognize or identify some parts of the computer, especially the generation today. So objective assessment is designed to measure the students' factual knowledge and their ability to recognize and label specific elements within a given context. Next is the efficient grading. These tests are generally quick and easy to grade for especially sa mga teachers, lalo na kapag gumagamit sila ng scanning or electronic systems na i-check yung papel ng mga estudyante. Next is the suitable for large groups. Labeling tests are well suited for assessing large groups of students efficiently, making them practical option educators who need to assess a large numbers of students. So, mas maganda daw na gamitin ang labeling test lalo na kapag maraming estudyante yung bibigyan mo ng test. Ganun. Next is the clear expectation. Students typically know what is expected of them when answering labeling test question. So, yung mga estudyante kapag alam nila na hindi nila nasagutan yung labeling test is expected na nila yung score nila. Ganun. So, dito naman tayo sa disadvantages of labeling tests. First is the limited critical thinking. Labeling tests may not effectively assess the student's higher order thinking skills such as analysis, synthesis, or evaluation. So, alam naman natin na ang labeling test is more on memorizing or recognizing. So, hindi nito na-develop yung higher order thinking ng mga estudyante. Next is the guessing. Ito naman yung kine-guess nila kung ano yung name ng parts na yon. And then, kung kapag hindi nila alam is nililive space na lang nila. Then, kung ano-ano na lang yung sinasagot nila. So, next is the limited feedback. Labeling tests not offer detailed feedback on students' understanding, hindering the opportunity for them to improve their knowledge in specific areas. So, kapag labeling test lang yung binigay mo na test sa mga estudyante is hindi nito ma-improve nga yung critical thinking ng mga estudyante. And then next is the limited creativity. Labeling tests do not allow students to express their knowledge and understanding in a creative manner as their answers are typically predetermined. So, kapag dito naman sa limited creativity is hindi nga nito in-express yung creative thinking ng mga estudyante kasi nakalimit na at meron na yung mga predetermined answers. Ganun.
So, natapos na natin ang advantages and disadvantages of labeling test question. So, dako naman tayo sa rules of construction or rules of test construction of labeling test question. So, first one is the follow specific guidelines. Follow specific guidelines. The instructions should include specific guidelines for labeling, such as using a particular color for labels, indicating arrows for direction, and numbering certain parts. The second one is the place label like line accurately. Labels should be placed next to or directly pointing to correct parts or components being labeled. So pag gagawa kayo ng labeling test, dapat yung arrow or line ninyo ay nakatutok talaga kung saan parts or kung ano ba dapat ang i-label or kung saan dapat sasagot ang isang estudyante. So next one is the clarity. Ensure that the instructions are clear. Clearly state what needs to be labeled or should be done. Yun nga, dapat clear yung instruction nyo, clear yung line, clear lahat kung saan magle-label yung bata or kung saan sasagot yung isang estudyante. Dapat naka-line sa specific parts or whatever kung ano mang label test ang gagawin nyo. Yun. And next one is the consistency. Maintain consistency in formatting and style throughout the test. Use the same type of labels consistently. And spacing. Provide enough space between the labels and the elements being labeled to avoid confusion and allow for neatness in the responses. So, spacing. Dapat every number or every line may space siya para meron space kung saan sasagot ang isang bata para hindi dikit-dikit ang kanyang mga sagot. So next is the relevance. Ensure that the labeling tasks align with the learning objectives and content being assessed. Kung magpapagawa kayo ng labeling exam or labeling test question, dapat yung labeling test nyo ay relevant or dapat kasama sa topic nyo. And then, the accessibility. Accessibility. Ensure that the labeling tasks are accessible to all students, including those with visual or cognitive impairments. Use clear, easily readable fonts, and provide alternative formats if necessary. Yun na yung last, accessibility.
Now moving on to the types of labeling test questions. First is we have the anatomy. But before that, I'll give you 5 seconds to at least guess one part of the heart. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, may na-guess ba kayo? Or naalala kayo? Very good kung ganun. Now, the anatomy is where the students label the parts of a structure or organism, such as labeling the organs of human body, components of a cell, or parts of a cell. Next is the diagram interpretation, where students interpret a diagram or illustration and label elements based on given information and instructions. Ito yung example niya. Yan. Next is map interpretation naman, where students interpret a map and label geographic features, locations, routes, etc. Moving to the uses or importance of labeling test questions and how can they enhance your learning experience. Firstly, labeling tests are a fantastic tool for assessing factual knowledge. They require you to identify and label different components of a given subject accurately, allowing the students to gauge their understanding of the material. Next naman is, these types of questions are excellent for evaluating visual recognition skills. They challenge you to correctly label elements within diagrams, maps, and graphs, among other representations. Thirdly, labeling questions reinforce memory retention. By recalling and applying specific labels, terms, or names, you are solidifying your knowledge and enhancing your recall abilities. Next naman is, these questions check your understanding of spatial relationships. In subjects like geography and anatomy, you'll need to accurately place labels in relations to other elements. Fifth, labeling questions encourage you to apply your knowledge in a practical context. You'll need to correctly label objects or elements within a given scenario, reinforcing your learning through application. Now, lastly, for those of you who are visual and kinesthetic learners, labeling questions are a perfect match for you. They provide interactive and hands-on assessments, engaging you in a way that suits your learning style best. So, as you can see, labeling questions are not just about marking the right spot. They are about understanding, applying, and engaging with the material in a meaningful way. Got it?
So, let's continue our discussion. So, punta naman tayo sa critic. And sa critic na, sa false test ni Ma'am, yung sa under labeling kasi na-post kami sa labeling. So, let's go first to the positive. Sabi sa screen, naka-flash screen ninyo, the picture is clear, the lines were placed properly, pointing the correct parts being labeled. The parts of the picture that will be labeled were numbered. Yun, so at least yung sa picture niya sa letter B, yung the parts of the earth, di ba? Kung titingnan natin, paki-open yung false test nyo. Sa parts labeling, di ba? At least numbered, tsaka naka-point din naman. And yung picture naman is nakikita, klarong nakikita yung point niya. So, yun lang yung positive. So, punta naman tayo sa negative. The instructions of the labeling test was not included. The first number under the labeling test was wrong, nor not clear and incomplete. And also, the second number has incomplete instruction, and there is no line for each number for the answer. So, sa negative, di ba, yung instruction wala namang talagang nakalagay na instruction. Yung sinabi lang is labeled. So, paano maintindihan yung mga test taker yun? Anong gagawin nila doon? Tapos sa next naman, the first number under the labeling test was wrong. Kasi talagang mali. Kasi draw the solar system. Yun sabi niya doon. Paano natin, paano magiging labeling yun? Under drawing, di ba? So, buti sana kung sabi niya, draw and label the parts. Mas mabuti kasi meron yung label. Kaya talagang mali yung paggawa niya sa instruction niya. And next, the second number has incomplete instruction and there is no line for each number for the answer. So, yun nga, at least meron yung picture at yung line nakapoint naman. Pero saan nila isasagot? Oo, merong number, pero saan sila sasagot, di ba? Wala. So, ang pinaka main na observation namin ito based sa rules of test construction is yung instruction niya. Doon siya nagkulang. So, papakita namin yung suggested revision of the test namin. So, magpa-flash to sa screen, tingnan ninyo. So, dapat, ito yung ginawa niya. We based this from the rules of test construction. At nag-base din kami sa report nung last reporter sa instruction. So, test 5, ganun na. Labeling. Tapos ito yung instructions niya. Label the parts of the following illustration with their proper terms. Terms yung sinabi ko kasi yung iba, di ba, yung names, nalilito sa names, baka bigyan nila ng pangalan. Unique na pangalan yung mga picture, di ba? So, write your answer on the blank provided for each number. So, at least, di ba, awatable naman na ilalagay nila yung sagot nila sa blank na nakalagay. So, tas nilagay namin yung points. Kasi yun nga yung sinabi ni ma'am sa instruction. So, the first part is yung A, the solar system, sabi ko dun. Sabi namin dun, hindi namin sinabi na draw kasi di ba iba yung draw sa label. So, yun nga, may numbers at saka yung lines at least nakatutok sila sa kung ano ang isasagot nila. And letter B, the parts of the earth. Yun, kasi sinabi ko sa kanina wala yung blank. Kaya nilagyan namin. Tsaka yung isang numbers, yung number 8 is dalawa yung number 8. Kaya yung isa, pinalagyan namin ng 9. So, yun lang yung suggested namin sa paggawa niya sa labeling. Thank you po.
So, yun na nga ang labeling test. Kung marami kong yung questions or kung may question man kayo, don't hesitate to comment in our comment section. Thank you po.